All right, so we're back Tuesday, doing our Tuesday thing. A lot has happened since our last video. I've had some people ask a couple of things about life. I want to give husbands an advice. You guys are in charge to guide your wives because sometimes they don't know what they're doing.
Okay, no, that's not the way that's supposed to be said. It needs to be more along the lines like you need to be the head of your household, live as an example, and therefore others in your household will be the ones that will follow you easily, submit to you easily.
You see, that is the issue because women over communicate. You said basically the same thing I said. You just gave a longer explanation.
No. You, it's not the same thing. You basically said they need to tell. I'm saying they need to show. So there is a difference.
So
One
okay.
person needs to be, yes, you need to be able to say it.
This is what I'm saying.
But don't just say something. You got to be about it. Don't just talk about it.
This is what I'm saying. Your wife is lost. Help her out.
That is not the point of this.
I feel like I have to help you, my beloved.
Hmm?
I'm going to guide you through life.
Well,
We're gonna make it.
the good thing is,
We're gonna make it.
Scripture does say that Eve came in to be what? To be what for Adam? To be the help that he needs. So if you would just listen to what I'm saying and understand that you need to be able to be the example while the rest of us lead.
Let's define help.
The rest of us follow.
Let's define help. So, basically is that I am the boss and you help me.
Gosh.
That's what it is. Help is not the main person. Help is the one that helps the main person. Let's just be technical about this thing.
I'm going to help you to understand that when I go to the bathroom, the toilet seat needs to be down.
Okay? No. You, since you are the help.
I am helping you to understand.
Yeah, I came out wrong. Yes, you're helping me, right?
Since you
And
are the help.
And so it is your job to use
My job.
pick up the seat and leave it up for me.
No, that is when we bought the toilet. When the toilet was purchased, was it purchased closed or opened? Just like the milk. When you buy the milk, was it open or was it closed? It's the same thing.
No,
so when
okay.
you buy it, it
If
starts
we're gonna
off
take it-
closed.
If we're gonna take that argument, then who installed the toilet in the first place? The man. So the least a woman can do is pick up the seat for the man.
When did you install the
Yes.
toilet?
Some men did.
You don't know that. You don't know what man installed the toilet or if a man even did. Are you telling me that Miss Renee would be incapable of installing a toilet? Let's hear what he has to say about that because I think Renee would probably be way more advanced in installing toilets than you would.
You know, she's very capable.
Yes, she
And
is.
I'm not saying women, I'm not very capable. I'm saying that it's better for them to hand the tools to the man while the man is installing it. That's help.
Okay. All right. We're going to move on from that. What are some of the issues that have come up, during this time in COVID other than
I tell you
a
one
toilet
issue.
seat?
I tell you one issue we need to address. Most of the people are drunk today. They're drunk right now. They started drinking at 7 in the morning because they don't even know what day it is. That's why we need
What
to.
people are drunk? What people are? Who are you talking to?
I'm telling you, when you're home and you do not know how to communicate with your husband or your wife, it drives you to drinking.
Not everybody. Not everybody gets driven to drinking.
They say that they're
Some
like,
people go to chocolate.
yeah, some people do. Chocolate is good. by
Yeah,
the way.
but that doesn't mean it's okay.
Yeah, you're right. Chocolate is better than drinking.
I agree.
But
Does the same thing when it comes to the pounds, but I agree.
you know what? That's another issue.
Oh my gosh. Look,
We're
we
all-
can only talk about one issue at a time. We cannot be on this.
Everybody's
thing
drunk and fat. That's what COVID-19 is. COVID-19 has been such a bad thing that got us drunk and fat.
Oh my goodness.
I
no.
haven't
I don't-
drank. I don't drink, but
Okay, but you're talking about everybody, so you're including yourself in that.
the
when you
reason
say everybody.
the reason I'm wearing a sweater and it's hot in here. The reason I'm wearing a sweater is because I'm trying to hide the rolls. Because a regular T-shirt that's COVID-19 got me fat.
Okay. Anyways,
On a serious note, we're gonna disagree on a lot of things, and I'm sure you at home will disagree on a lot of things as well. I mean, we'll talk about more things on next Tuesday. We don't want to take a lot of your time, but one of the things you should agree, though, is that you should take time once a day to put everything aside, bring out the scriptures, and read the Bible together, and ask each other, what do you feel this means? What do you think? What you understand about this? And get the other person's point of view and meditate on the Word. I know it's hard for some of us to pray together with our husbands or with our wives, because prayer is such a intimate thing with God. But you should take time, and if you can, just take the intimacy with your partner, take the intimacy with your wife, with your husband. And
But
go
let
to
me
the
just
Lord.
say that I do remember that when our kids were younger,
Yes.
it was hard to find that time. So it was hard for us to be able to really find the time to be able to make that happen. And
was
so there are a lot of different things that I do remember that we had to do in order to make sure that that time was something that we made happen. And so like you would go to work and you would come home and you would be tired and you would want to rest and blah, blah, blah. I would come home from working and I would be running all over the place to tournaments and practices. Just kidding, you would too. But we would have all of these different things that we had to do on our plate, and making that extra time to be able to do that was hard.
Yes.
So one of the things that I do know is that don't set yourself up for failure. That's one thing that I can advise you. One thing I'm not an early bird morning person. Never have been. So don't say I'm going to get up and study at 5 in the morning if you're not going to be that person that gets up at 5 in the morning.
I'm not able to communicate well till after 10.
So don't set yourself up for that type of failure. Just try to encourage each other, try to get into His Word, and try to be able to help each other to have that time for themselves, for yourself.
Yes.
Because when you don't have that time alone with God, by yourself, and build that relationship up with Him on your own, then the relationship that you have with your spouse really is not going to be what you need it to be.
It's not. There's a lot of times that you won't know you're wrong. We're stubborn. Sometimes I want to be right all the time, which most of the time I am. But sometimes I want to be, and I'm not. And it's not till I go to the Word, it's not till I go to God that He reveals to me that I'm not the man that He has called me to be. And so, I know she's laughing, but you get to those moments, and a lot of times God is the only one that can reveal that to you. And so set aside some time to take your wife in that journey and get closer to God together.
I agree. Thank y'all. We'll see y'all next week.